these last few months been like for you? You've been in several places. What's the content like?
Very fast. I mean, with the workouts, they kind of mellow you out, but just fast and getting your routine and you just go with it.
What have you learned most from whether it be scouts, agents, pro personnel?
I think the most favorite phrase I hear all the time is it's a process, and it's a waiting game. You have to, just take your time with it and wait it out for the most part.
What did you do from the time you were done playing till the combine, your workouts, and how did you prepare for that, and then for all these pro days since?
Well, I trained in Pensacola. I was in Pensacola for about a month and a half. I trained there at API, and right before I went there, I played on Cactus Bowl at East West Shrine, but I was training out there and working out.
As far as the combine, what was that experience like there?
It was a very fun experience, seeing guys that, you've seen on TV at all the, big D1 schools there. It's a lot of fun, seeing those guys compete and just being around them and talking to them for the most part. It was a lot of fun.
What have you heard from scouts, from people? Are they projecting you, telling you, hey, you could go, you may be free agent? You've been told anything?
Well, like I said, it's a waiting game, and you never know. The good thing is you only need one team like you, one person like you, and that's your foot in the door. But it's a waiting game, and just gotta play that process out and see what happens.
Does the way the collective bargaining agreement hasn't been reached, does that weigh on what comes up at all for you?
No, not really. I mean, it shouldn't weigh in really on any rookie coming in, because it's not really our problem for the most part. So I have to wait and see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll be a season this year. I mean, it's too much money out there for them to waste. But like I say, you just gotta put your front foot forward and just work out and do the best you can.
Since the end of the last season, have you gained weight or gotten faster?
I maintained my weight. Just maintaining, got stronger and more intelligent with my routes. A lot of route running and stamina. Just being in the best shape possible come that camp time once you get back off.
So at South Florida, you pushed a really fast 40 time. What was that like?
It was fun. A lot of guys in South Florida I played with at JUCOs, and they knew me from high school, so it was fun seeing those guys again. I haven't seen them in years, so it was fun to compete with those guys and see them again.
You heard a part of your game you need to work on? Do you get any advice from anyone or any of the scouts of areas to improve on at all?
Just route running, just being consistent and being patient with my routes. A lot of catching, which comes naturally with playing a position, but just working hard.
From where you were a year and a half ago to now, how amazing is this journey?
It's a storybook. It's not ending yet, but it's a fairy tale for the most part. I never would have dreamed in a million years I would be at the combine or having a pro day here or talking to scouts. Every day it's a new beginning.
When you first got that call for the combine, did you kind of think it was a dream?
Well, actually, I got it. It was an email, and I was going through my phone, and I saw the email, and everything just stopped. It stopped, and I had to read it again because I didn't know. It's like maybe this is a notice that I might be getting invited or something. But it was a electrifying experience, to say the least. It was the Super Bowl for me for the most part.
When did you get that combine email?
It was the day before I was going to the Cactus Bowl, so I was already ready to run a 40 and do all the pro agilities there, and I got that, and everything kind of opened up the doors when I got the email.
Any other questions for OJ? All righty.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
cross. Get out. Get out.
God.
Good. Well. There you go. Push, 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 push. Turn, there you go. That's it, baby. Get out. Go. Go sprint. Get out of there. Ah. There you go. Finish, 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 finish.
Since you guys start up spring ball very, very soon, your first year as a coach, having so many seniors being gone, what's the overall goal of your first spring ball?
Right now, I just want to see what we have, offensively and defensively, skill position wise, O-line, D-line wise, and that's kind of the whole key, just see what we have. And, the kids so far have been working pretty well. They've been working hard in the weight room, morning runs, they've been doing a good job in that as well. But whole key, just kind of see where we're at and see what needs that we need to fill, the holes we need to fill, and that's the whole thing I'm trying to get out of spring ball. Trying to bring a physical nature to our team. I want a very physical football team. That's what I'm trying to do this spring, is to develop that physical nature in each one of these kids, that when we're on the field, we're the most physical football team on the field.
With so many guys being gone, is every position on the field open, or are there certain spots?
Well, that's what I've told them. I told them everything's open right now, and nobody's is guaranteed a spot, to start, but it's no whole new coaching staff. You got to prove yourself to us now about what you can do, and that's kind of how we've been with these kids so far, and they've run with it. And we'll see what happens. April 4th we start, and April 9th, I think is a Saturday, we'll actually bang a little bit, and then on the 16th we've got a scrimmage. That's kind of where we're going to see what some of these kids can do.
How big of a deal do you make out of spring ball? Sometimes there's coaches that just want to get through it and get it done. How big of a deal do you make out of spring ball?
It's going to be a big deal for us this year. I think it's a chance to get your young kids a lot of reps. This is where they learn your system, and we're bringing a whole new system. So it's going to be a huge factor for us, because we got to get, we're installing an offensive system, a defensive system, and those kids have to learn that system. Man, it's going to be tough. It's huge for us. It's going to be an exciting time for us, and I just want to see what these kids are made of and see what kids that are can play and which kids can't.
How are you going to have out there? A number or roughly?
I think the rough number is around 65, 66 kids run that area.
With Mike being gone and QB for your starter, is Blake kind of the front runner there, or will you have several?
Right now, Blake he's going to be our front runner for it, but still, it's still open to whoever performs the best is going to be the guy that gets the job done, and that's how we're going to go with it.
Saw these quotes on all your doors. The former staff never did anything like that. Was this your idea, or?
Yeah, I just want to put a little more things up. I want to get some pictures up, make it look like an office, a football office. That's kind of. I want the kids to come up here and see those things. I want the kids to come to our offices and talk to us. And, I want to understand that we're here for them. Our doors are always open, and the more we can get them up here, I think the better off we're going to be. But I like the quotes. It just gives the kids something to read, a little motivational stuff. But it's always good to. Maybe one kid will see and say, "Hey, that's me. I need to do that." So that's why I do it.
Kind of along those lines today, obviously you didn't have anything to do with the kids that were out there, but for the kids that are here to see the pro day, to see the attention that OJ's getting, does that help you motivate them, especially so close to spring?
It gives them a little incentive. Now they know that they will come. The pros will come out and visit. And they will see our campus, and they'll come out here and test you. And gives those kids some motivation. Sometimes they hear it, but when they see it, it means a little bit more when they see it than they just hear about it.
How hard or easy is it to switch players from a 4-3 to a 4-2-5, from a spread to a pro offense?
They adjust well. Kids they adjust. You ask them to do something, they're going to do it. They'll adjust pretty quick. You just got to find guys that fit those positions. That's going to be the toughest part, is kind of which guys go in which position for us, and we'll learn more about that, you know, probably after the first week, we'll know who can go where. But that'll be the toughest part of it. But it's not too much, the way the 4-3's been run lately, it's not much different than 4-2-5 with all the different shifts and stuff. But offensively, you know, we're not gonna, you know, it might be a little bit more difficult, you know, because we're gonna run the ball a little bit, and that's our whole goal, is to run the ball and do some play action type things, and it's gonna be a true pro style offense.
Any other questions? Okay.
Guys are easy to do.
Yeah.